Hello everyone, and welcome to the Union Pacific Railroad Geneva Subdivision in N-scale. My name is Daryl Cruz, owner and builder of the layout, and your host for episode 30 of season 2020. This is a layout update video featuring Wheaton, Illinois, which you're looking at right now. And as you can see, there's not a whole lot of work completed here. I'm at the beginning stages of putting it all together. So first thing we're going to do is just kind of take an overall look at Wheaton, and we'll be discussing some of the things that I've done up to this point and some of the things that I'll be doing over the next weeks and maybe even months. There you saw Elmhurst, which is just east of Wheaton. And then we have here, of course, Wheaton itself. A big challenge for Wheaton is that this area is very flat. I basically just put it on a piece of plywood. The track itself is elevated, the normal 3/8 of an inch. Make that 3/16 of an inch, not 3/8, which is the prototypical height. So you do have some elevation of the track, but the rest of the area here is flat. So much of the topography differentiation, or the different height levels, will be created by trees and buildings and roads and things like that. So it may take a little bit of creativity to make this not look like a part of the layout that's just built on a flat sheet of plywood, which in fact it actually is. One thing that helps, of course, is that Wheaton, Illinois, and Northern Illinois in general is flat to begin with. So that will fit in real well with what we're doing here. So here we have an overall look at Wheaton, and I did do the tracks and ballast and the general painting of the scenery and ground foam and so forth. That was done quite a bit ago, and now I'm just going to be putting in buildings and roads and details so that it looks like the prototype Wheaton, Illinois. Now I have had a industry here. You can see where the track's been removed. This was Heinz Lumber, which actually is in Wheaton, so I wanted to include it, but I just didn't like this track arrangement for a number of reasons. One, the curve was too sharp. It didn't make sense that a siding would cross the main line. And then in operation, since it was in the corner, it's very difficult to uncouple and couple cars. So that, after using it like this for a while, I decided that this is not going to be a good place for siding. So I took that out, and instead it's going to be a neighborhood. As you can see, I have 3 houses already. They're ready to go. I have 3 more that I'm going to be building to take its place. And then here will be the downtown Wheaton area, which will include the metro station. I was going to build it from scratch, but I just saw that this new kit has been put out by Walthers, which isn't an exact replica, but I think it's got some parts that I'm going to be able to use in putting together something that resembles the station in Wheaton. So there'll be a road going down Wheaton, Illinois, across the tracks and down through, and then the part that you just saw will be another road that will go down towards the warehouses. This will be a park area here, which is actually there on that side of the tracks of Wheaton. At the end, you notice it has some piers. There's going to be a bridge that's right now a bike overpass, a bike path that goes across the tracks. Here's a picture of the prototype. This is a siding here that's right now labeled as a maintenance away track. I might make that some kind of industry. Not sure what I'm going to do with this empty space here. I might just put trees. There's a high school in the area. I might try and put the football field or so. This will be parking lots around the warehouse here on two sides of this warehouse, and then continuing over into the second warehouse. So there'll be parking lots with lots of trucks. Don't know why the truck is on the roof there. And then this will be a couple more warehouses, and with a siding that will be switched by the railroad. There's my new Digitrax 602D. So this is a turnout that I just recently put in. I built this. Is my 135th turnout I built with fast tracks. Okay, it operates pretty good. I still have to put the turnout motor on and get it hooked up. Also need to paint it and do some ballasting and so on for that area there. As we can see another train coming through here. Definitely like the broad curves that are here in Wheaton. Definitely one of the strengths of N-Scale. There'll probably be a lot of trees added. Some shorter trees on this side of the tracks and taller trees along the backdrop there. So a train will switch out the warehouses by using this turnout, which has the main line going from 2 tracks to 3 tracks, and then it will also then go into the second one. So we'll actually need to go onto the 3rd mainline track and then take the next turnout to actually go into the siding for the warehouse. So this is going to be kind of like a warehouse district. Need to add a lot of trees and vegetation along the backdrop all around here yet. Again, you can see the turnout there. That will be the siding. And then this will be the turnout that it will also use to go from the track 1 to the 3rd track and then to the siding. So overall, I think it's going to look pretty good. So first thing I'm going to do is build a lot of buildings. I'm going to try and get as many buildings done as possible, and then I'll put down the roads and other details. When I do finally get Wheaton done, this will be an area that I'm also going to work on, which is Clinton. This is in the same room, right across from Wheaton, but it of course represents the very western edge of the layout. This is Wheaton, excuse me, this is Clinton, Iowa. And then from here it goes into the staging yards. Before I go, I wanted to say just a little bit more about this end of the Wheaton area. You see I have 2 piers there which will hold this Central Valley Bridge that will be a bike path. I'm not sure if this bridge was there originally as part of a prototype, but it's been changed into a bike path on the prototype, as you can see here. And I'm going to try to replicate that. It's going to go, so it's going to be a bike path going across the tracks, and then it'll go into the backdrop, probably go around the bend and hide behind some trees. And then this will be a neighborhood. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. It's kind of short, but I hope it gives you a good idea of what we're going to be doing here in Wheaton. Have a great day. Take care.